Hello all. We know that for faithful amplification, the Q point of the transistor should not change. The Q point will not change when IC becomes beta independent. By emitter biasing method, we can do that job, but the disadvantage is it increases the cost and decreases the reverse bias of the collector base junction. To overcome that, the voltage divider biasing is used. In this video, we will analyze the voltage divider biasing of the transistor. So, let's get started. This is the voltage divider biasing circuit. It is also called as the self-bias circuit. Why it is called as a voltage divider biasing? Because resistors R1 and R2 forms a voltage divider in the circuit. To find the operating point, first we have to simplify this circuit. This circuit can also be replaced as like this. Here VCC is drawn at the input side and at the output side for simplification of the analysis. Now we have to convert this part into single voltage, that is we can say as Thevenin's voltage, and single resistance, that is Thevenin's resistance, for the simplification of the analysis. So in this circuit, this part is considered as load. Now to find the Thevenin's equivalent resistance, voltage is short circuited and the load is open circuited here. So first we have to find the Thevenin's equivalent resistance and Thevenin's equivalent voltage. So how we can find the Thevenin's equivalent resistance? RTH can be written as R1 parallel R2 here. So RTH will be equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. We had found out the Thevenin's resistance. Now we have to find out the Thevenin equivalent voltage. Okay, so Thevenin's voltage is nothing but the voltage across the resistance R2. So apply KVL here. Here there will be a flow of base current which is very small. So at this moment we can neglect the base current. So when we apply KVL here, we will get VCC minus IR1 minus IR2 equal to 0. VCC equal to I into R1 plus R2. I will be equal to VCC by R1 plus R2. So VTH is nothing but voltage across R2, that is I into R2. So VTH can be written as VCC R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay. Now we had find out the VTH and RTH. Now we will replace this circuit with Thevenin's model like this. So our original circuit now it's replaced as with VTH and RTH as a single circuit, which will be very helpful for doing the analysis. Now our motive is to find the Q point. For finding the Q point, first we have to apply KVL at the input side. So when we apply KVL at the input side, we will get VTH minus IBRTH minus VBE minus IERE equal to 0. So here we can write IE equal to IC plus IB, or IE equal to beta plus 1 into IB. So this equation can be simplified as VTH minus IBRTH minus VBE minus beta plus 1 into IBRE equal to 0, or IB can be written as VTH minus VBE divided by RTH plus beta plus 1 into RE. We know that IC equal to beta into IB. So IC will be equal to what? Beta into VTH minus VBE divided by RTH plus beta plus 1 into RE. Okay. Now since beta is very large, we can write IC equal to beta into VTH minus VBE divided by RTH plus beta into RE. Okay. Now, our motto is to make the IC as the beta independent one. So, for this, RTH can be made very small than RE. So, when RTH is made very small when compared to RE, it will be negligible one and beta will get cancelled. IC will become independent of the beta value. So when we make RTH as very low, it does not affect the reverse bias of the collector base junction as we had seen in the emitter biasing method. Now IC becomes beta independent, which improves the stability in this type of biasing. Okay, we had found out the first operating point, which is independent of beta value, which will improve the stability of the circuit. Now to find out the next operating point VCE, we have to apply KVL at the output side. When we apply KVL, we will get VCC minus ICRC minus, here we will have that output circuit VCE. So minus VCE minus IERE equal to 0 here. We can take IE is approximately equal to IC. So we will get VCC minus ICRC minus VCE minus ICRE equal to 0, or the next operating point VCE equal to VCC minus IC into RC plus RE. We had found out the operating point of the transistor, which is independent of beta value, so that it can improve the stability of the circuit. Okay.